My big dream? I like to sing. I love to sing. So,
Richard Goodall, the man who won the hearts of millions on America's Got Talent, has returned home to Indiana, right back to the school where his remarkable story began. Earlier today, he walked once more through the familiar halls of West Vigo Middle School, not as a national star seeking the spotlight, but as the same humble man his community has always known. Yet behind the warm welcome and applause lies a story far deeper than a viral moment or a television triumph. Richard's journey is filled with surprising turns, personal challenges, and choices that continue to shape the next chapter of his life. From quiet beginnings to unexpected fame. Born in Indianapolis and rooted in Terre Haute, Richard spent more than 2 decades working as a janitor at West Vigo Middle School. There, he became a part of the building's heartbeat, the friendly face in the hallways, the steady presence every student recognized, and the voice that occasionally drifted through the school during his workday. He never imagined becoming a professional singer. Music was simply his way of spreading joy, whether humming while sweeping or singing in the cafeteria when no one expected it. His voice became a small tradition at the school, something students and staff looked forward to hearing. Outside of these walls, however, hardly anyone knew his name. That changed dramatically in 2022 when a video of him performing Journey's "Don't Stop Believin'" was posted online. Within days, it exploded across TikTok, gathering thousands of shares, comments, and reactions. Soon the clip caught the attention of national outlets, and eventually the producers of America's Got Talent. For a man who had never flown on a plane, the invitation to audition was overwhelming, exciting, and life-altering all at once. In May 2024, Richard made his first ever flight to Los Angeles, carrying with him little more than courage and a lifetime of love for music. A life-changing audition. When Richard walked onto the AGT stage, he was not the image of a typical reality show performer. He was a middle-aged school custodian with no formal vocal training and no past life in the entertainment industry. But the moment he began singing "Don't Stop Believin'," his nerves faded into a performance filled with authenticity and emotion. His voice carried the sincerity of a man who had lived through real experiences, not rehearsed theatrics. The judges were moved, the audience erupted, and the golden buzzer moment that followed launched him into instant nationwide recognition. His audition video went viral, gathering millions of views across platforms, and people everywhere felt connected to his story. Perseverance, humility, and the idea that dreams do not expire with age. Headlines called him an inspiration, and fans rallied behind him as he advanced through the competition. Performances filled with heart. Richard's progress through the AGT live shows revealed more layers of who he was as an artist. For the quarterfinals, he performed Michael Bolton's "How Am I Supposed to Live Without You," dedicating it to his fiancée, Angie Vanovan. The performance was gentle, emotional, and genuine, reflecting the deep support she had given him through all of life's ups and downs. In the semi-finals, he surprised viewers with a powerful rendition of Survivor's "Eye of the Tiger," stepping outside his comfort zone to show grit and versatility. For the finals, he returned to Journey with "Faithfully," a song that held personal meaning between him and Angie long before the world knew his name. And during the grand finale, he was joined on stage by Neil Schon and members of Journey themselves, turning his signature audition song into a full-circle celebration of his journey. In September 2024, Richard Goodall was officially crowned the winner of America's Got Talent Season 19. Triumph and personal milestones. Richard's AGT victory was accompanied by life-changing moments offstage as well. Just 6 days before the finale, he married Angie in Pasadena, California, marking a joyful chapter that beautifully aligned with the biggest professional moment of his life. Yet even with the confetti freshly fallen, Richard was realistic about what came next. Winning the show opened doors, but it also came with new expectations and big decisions about the future. Fame does not erase real-life responsibilities, and for Richard, that included navigating unexpected challenges even after the cameras stopped rolling. Building strength. Through personal challenges. Richard's powerful voice carries the weight of real experiences, ones that shaped the emotion behind every note. In 2021, he lost his first wife, Patricia, a devastating loss that left a lasting impact on him. Music became a way of processing grief, expressing emotion, and staying grounded through difficult times. During AGT, audiences felt this authenticity even if they did not know the full story. He also experienced health challenges shortly after his win, including recovering from a surgery that required him to slow down and focus on healing. This period reminded him of the importance of self-care, especially as new professional opportunities began to appear. Richard's childhood in Indiana wasn't always easy either. His family had limited financial resources, and life required resilience from an early age. Music, however, was always present, an outlet, a comfort, and a constant source of joy. These early experiences helped shape the humble, hard-working person he grew up to be. Persistence. Despite rejection. Long before AGT, Richard tried out for The Voice but wasn't selected. For many, that kind of rejection might have ended the dream of performing. But Richard didn't give up. He continued singing around his community, performing whenever he could, strengthening a craft that one day would lead him to one of the biggest stages in the world. The pandemic brought another setback. Richard's gospel band, which he had performed with for years, dissolved when live events shut down. Losing his musical community was a tough break, but he soon found his voice again as a solo performer, an independence that ultimately prepared him for AGT. In 2022, he met Angie, who became not only his partner in life, but also an essential source of emotional support. With her encouragement, he pursued opportunities he might never have attempted alone, reconnecting with family and finding new roots. One of the most surprising chapters of Richard's recent life came when Angie helped him reconnect with a part of his past he had never fully known. Through ancestry research, Richard discovered his biological father, a retired K-9 officer and Army veteran living in Indianapolis. Their first meeting in 2025 brought healing and connection after a lifetime of unanswered questions. Richard also discovered 3 biological siblings he had never known, creating new family bonds in the later years of his life. These moments offered him a sense of belonging and closure that added depth to his journey far beyond the AGT stage. Community support and the road to AGT traveling to Los Angeles for the AGT audition required time, money, and preparation, things that were not always easy. But Richard's story struck a chord with his community. Supporters stepped in to help cover expenses, crowdfund travel costs, and cheer him on every step of the way. The people of Terre Haute and West Vigo Middle School saw him not only as a talented singer, but as a kind and hardworking member of their community. Their support played a crucial role in helping him seize the opportunity of a lifetime. Life after the win. After winning America's Got Talent, many expected Richard to quit his job, move to a big city, and dive full-time into the entertainment world. But Richard chose a different path. He returned to West Vigo Middle School, where he continued working as a janitor. To him, fame did not change who he was. His job, his community, and the students he saw every day meant as much to him as performing on a national stage. At the same time, new opportunities continued to appear. He performed the national anthem at an Indiana Pacers game, sang at Indianapolis's Circle of Lights event, and appeared at the Riverside Festival of Lights in California. His hometown awarded him the key to the city, and the school hosted a pep rally in his honor. Through everything, Richard stayed grounded, posting updates on social media that showed him 14. Conclusion. The story continues. Richard Goodall's journey is far from over. What began as a simple moment in a school hallway has grown into a story that continues to inspire millions. From everyday custodian to national star, from loss to renewal, and from humble beginnings to endless possibility, Richard's future remains as open as the music he loves. As he often says, "The sky is the limit."